It's my pleasure at this juncture to take you on an interesting topic about networking. But salute to those who are following me on YouTube, who are giving me comments on my Facebook account, and those who are subscribing on my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your comments. Please don't hesitate to correct me. You can call me on 0774 530862, or you can call me on 0701 07 60 78. Yes, we shall have a discussion when you call me, and even I can take you through my lecture. Today's topic is about networking. And why do we network our computers? Why do we always say that networking? But first and foremost, do you know the word networking? Can you define networking? Networking simply means connecting two or more computers together, or linking up two or more computers together onto the network altogether. And therefore, why do we do so altogether? Therefore, setting up a computer network is faster and much reliable way of sharing information and resources within the business altogether. You have an office, then you can share a printer. You can share a printer onto 10 computers altogether. Therefore, we have advantages of networking. The first one, it is file sharing. File sharing altogether. File sharing on a network, it means that you can share files between different users and they can access them remotely altogether. Another thing is resource sharing. For example, like a printer. I can share printer on a network, and even multiple users can use that printer. I don't need to always carry my flash all the time to the computer for printing. No, I can share a printer even as a far distant. I can say, for example, a printer is sitting here and the printer is, for example, 10 meters away or maybe 100 meters away, but I can still share that printer and I print, okay, my document. This one eases, or for example, it minimizes cost of buying resources. Secondly, sharing a single internet connection also, and that one becomes cost effective to an institution or to yourself altogether. Therefore, even sometimes increasing storage capacity on a network, because this computer may be having a much or bigger hard disk and my computer may be having small hard disk, then I can always keep my documents on a network. Thank you. But now, that was a brief about networking. And remember, we have types of networks. We have local area network, LAN. We have one local area network, one wider area network or wide area network, and we have MAN, metropolitan area network altogether. But they are not to go there. You can go and read theories. But today it's all about how to network a computer altogether. First and foremost, you must have some tools. The first tool you must be having, you cannot network or you cannot terminate a cable without what you call a clipping tool. This one here, clipping tool, comes along with what we call cable stripper. This one here. This one strips removes the outsider layer or the outside layer, and it comes like this. This is a new clipping tool. You can find it at my workshop or at my office at Kiad offices. Therefore, we continue. You must have what we call RJ45. registered jack. This one here. This one here. Okay? Then you must have your own a cable. This one here. This is what we call Ethernet cable. And we have categories of Ethernet cables. We have Cat 5E, we have Cat 6E, and we have even Cat 7E. Those are what we call category 5, category 6, and category 7. Therefore, if we were to network more, if we network like 10 computers or more than 2 computers, then you need what we call a switch. This switch is of 24 port switch, but even we have a 16 port, we have a 16 port, we have a 8 port, then even we have a 8 port, depending on how many computers you are going to connect. Therefore, today we shall begin with how to configure a Cat 5E. Yes, we have cable standards here. We have T transmission 568A and T568B, and all these they come with TA or EA or EIA. This one, Telecommunication Industry Association. Altogether, E, Electronic Industry Association. All these are standards for 568A and 568B. In a simple term, when we talk of the 568A, here we mean a crossover cable. So which means we want to make a crossover cable. When we talk of a straight through cable, we talk of the 568B altogether. Therefore, today's lecture or today's topic, we shall concentrate on how to terminate a crossover altogether. After knowing that we have standards 568A, therefore, how can we terminate a cable? And here, I told you to get some paper here. Yes, we talk of that. Then we begin with white, green, white, orange, blue, and white, blue, white, blue, orange, and white, brown. Altogether, that's how you can create a cable. And where does the crossover work best? It works within devices which are the same. For example, a switch to a switch, a computer to a computer. So which means if I have 2 computers in my office and I have a printer, I can use a crossover and I share that printer. For example, now I'm going to teach you how to terminate a crossover. I cut this, I get my stripper, I remove the outer layer, I remove the inside layer also. This inside layer prevents crosstalk within the cables altogether. And inside here, there are 4 pairs twisted together. I'm moving it. Then I start with white, green, as I'm following my order altogether. Then white, orange, blue, and white, blue, orange, and white, brown. Then I make sure that they are straight. I get my clipping tool and I cut them together, the straight line. Now I get my RJ45, I hold it like this, upside down, should be facing me, like this, and I push it inside. I make sure I see whether the cables, can I see the cables here, 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 you can see, then I do, then I go to my side here. Now, side here, when I'm terminating a crossover, it will again differ, because here I begin with white, green, green. Now here I will interchange because I'm terminating a crossover. Yes, here I will interchange. Now I use white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, and white, blue, green, and white, brown, brown. Okay, so yeah, white, brown, brown, white, brown, brown. Now I will follow my order again. I have already moved my outer layer, and I follow my standards of white, orange, orange, then white, green, white, green, blue, and white, blue, green, and white, brown, brown. Yes, white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, and white, blue, green, then white, orange, white, brown, brown. Then I get my clipping tool, I terminate. Then I hold my RJ45 upside down like this, and I put it inside, upside down. I have connected my two end sides. And remember, when I look at my RJ45, the first one here, it is white orange on this side. But this side here, we have white green, meaning that this one at extreme end of the other side, it is receiving altogether. Also this one is receiving, while this one here, where I began with white, green, green, it is transmitting. So we have only 4 wires which are transmitting in networking. The white, green, green, they do what we call transmitting. Then plus white, orange, orange, also they do what we call transmitting. While blue are not in use. These are used for voices. Blue and brown. So when I'm to put my intercom, it means that I will use the blue and the brown one only. 4 pairs for voicing altogether, for intercom. But for data transmission, I'll just use white, green, green, and white, orange, orange. That's why I have configured my cable like this. One side it is white, orange, orange. It has begun with white, orange, orange, and another side it has begun with white, green, green. Now this cable, it is what we call a crossover cable. And when do we terminate a straight through cable? We do terminate a straight through cable when we are using different devices. For example, computer to switch, switch to computer, computer to router, or altogether all those things altogether. Therefore, then how does it differ? Just logic behind is that at both ends, the two sides, they must be the same altogether. So remember one end, when I was configuring my cable, one end it was 568A. That is, I began with white, orange, orange. I began with white, green, green, white, orange, blue, and white, blue, orange, then white, brown, brown. That was standard A, 568A. Then another side, I began with white, orange, orange, white, green, white, green, blue, and white, blue, green, and white, brown, brown. That was standard B. So which means when to terminate a cable or my crossover, both I use both standards A and B. Then how does straight through cable differ? Here I can decide to use only one standard. If I'm to use standard A altogether, it must be standard A in both sides. If I'm to use standard B, it must be standard B in both sides. Therefore, one end it must be with A, another side it must be with A. Then if I decided to use B, one side must be B, another side must be B. How? Let me get my another cable and terminate a straight through cable and see. I'll get my stripper here. I remove the outer layer. I remove this layer which prevents crosstalk again. Then now I'm deciding to use what we call standard B. I'll begin with white, orange, orange, then white, white, green, white, green, blue, and white, blue, green, and white, brown, brown. Like this. I must arrange them very well. Then later on I get my clipping tool. Remember, I've decided to use standard B, what we call white, orange, white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, and white, brown, brown. Then I get my cable. I get my RJ45. I get my clipping tool. I must do like this. No, not like this, but do like this. Okay, you can see. Then I do terminate. That's one side. Then I told you one side must be the same like another side because I've decided to use the standard A. Standard B. Okay. Then I'm removing the outer layer. Then here I'm removing the inside layer which prevents crosstalk. Crosstalk means voices should not cross to another wire to another wire, or signals should not cross to another wire altogether. Then I began with my white, orange. I'm following standard B, white, green, blue, and white, blue, green, and white, brown, brown. Let me see my RJ45. Yes, have one here. Yes, then white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, and white, brown, brown. I hold my RJ45 like this, and I get my clipping tool. This is what we call a crossover. I mean a straight through cable. All standards are the same. You can see white, orange, orange. This side here and this side here. White, orange, orange. White, green, blue, and white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. So which means when one side is transmitting, that is white, orange, orange, transmitting, then another side is receiving, white, orange, orange. As I told you earlier, that green, 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 white, orange, orange, they are all used for transmitting and again receiving. They do they they do both transmitting and receiving. That's how you can configure a straight through cable altogether. Yes, yes. Then next time I'll teach you how you can configure a network socket. And remember, here network socket here, I can show you one. I don't know what I'm having here. I don't have a network socket here. I don't have a network socket here, but next time I'll show you how to configure a network socket. And but remember, we have double network socket and single network socket, and this one must go into a molded box like this when it is on the wall altogether. Therefore, this is what we call end point, because when you are to put it on the switch, then that cable must go to the end point called network socket, and from there you need to have a cable that will go from network socket to the computer. But you need to know which standards are you following. Right away from the computer, I mean from the switch up to the network socket, that's the end point. Then from network socket to the computer, it must follow each other. Actually, it's like a junction altogether. Therefore, that's how you can configure a network cable, both standards A and B. And when you have learned this one, you can even network a lab. You can have a local area network. Local area network is within the building, or maybe within one office, or within one room altogether. Therefore, you don't need to hire someone altogether. Therefore, it's you supposed to network. Remember, of course, we have other gadgets like the trunks. Let me see what I have the trunk here. I have the trunks here. These trunks are in different sizes. We have 1 inch, we have 3/4, we have 32 by 250 millimeters, we have 50 by 50 trunk. Okay, then depending on the volume of the cables you want to pass through your trunk altogether. Then thank you for listening. You can follow me on YouTube, you can follow me on my Facebook, you can even subscribe on my YouTube channel, even you can give comment on YouTube. Thank you, thanks, and good day.